How about now? There we go. All right. Now we're going live. Let's get this podcast on the road. Uh-oh. Not hearing any of the audio.
That's not good.
That's fine, though. I mean, we don't necessarily need to hear it.
Is it recording us, though? Okay.
That's all right. Here we go.
The people hear it.
Yo, 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 and hello, and welcome to the Halloween episode of Game Speak Podcast. I don't know if you guys could tell that.
That's my best Halloween laugh.
Yeah. But anyways, sorry guys on the audio. I was making sure people could hear us. But new episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD. Where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, talk anime, because Hunter x Hunter is back. Find friends to play games with and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamal Joffre, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer.
Voila!
And the crowd goes wild.
Devin's just...
So for the podcast listeners, I've got a helmet on, so I don't know how well this is going to come through.
Yeah,
For those of you that choose to not watch the video, you're really doing yourself a disservice this week, you know?
Yeah, just to fill the listeners in, Brent is a hot dog, Jamel is Ash Ketchum, and I am a Crusader Knight, Templar Knight.
For sure.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's like just hearkening back to your real ancestors, I would assume. It's just not. Can't say that out loud. No, but very, very cool costumes this year. I'm liking that we have a hot dog, you know, just in the mix. Like
Thanks. You know, I really thought long and hard about what I wanted to be this year, and
kind of like a hot dog.
And it just came to me. I was like, hot dog.
Hell yeah, dude.
The glizzy called out.
The glizzy caught up to me. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And Brent supplied me with this awesome Ash costume. This is the second time Brent in my life that Brent has supplied me with an Ash setup. We are one of our very
Ash
first
Ketchum costumes just on deck, you know. So.
Yeah, dude. I think one of our very first
And that's why I'm taking the helmet off.
This is why nights aren't a thing anymore.
Well, not in podcasts, anyways.
Yeah, it's hard for them to get around, you know. But yeah, one of our very first videos we ever did was the Pokemon movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, way back when we were kids.
Wow, you could probably find that on YouTube if you're
It's scary
good
enough.
enough.
Yeah. Don't go there. Don't find it.
Yeah, please, God.
But anyways, yeah. So what you boys been up to this week? Because it's been fun. It's been a fun week.
Well, I've been watching a lot of scary movies. I finally watched Hellraiser, like you guys did.
Like the old school one?
I watched the old school one. I didn't watch the new one.
It's not what
yet.
you expected, huh?
No, not really.
It's kind of random.
Just that chick wants some ghost D. That was basically the whole movie. She was trying to get us some ghost D.
Well, she wanted her brother-in-law's D.
Yeah.
And then,
just because she saw some sexy photos, some lewd photos. She
well,
was like,
no, because she had already had an affair.
An affair back in, they had like a flashback.
Oh, I thought she just was so turned on by the photos that she found that she was just imagining all that shit, and she was like, I'm going to bring this motherfucker back from the dead. That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's why, he was just like, his voice was stupid. He had the dumbest voice.
It was 3 different actors playing that guy the whole fucking movie.
Really?
Dead Frank and Alive Frank were 2 different actors. I was like, because I was thinking that the mannerisms, the dad, I forgot what the dad's name was, but the mild-mannered dad who gets possessed at the end or whatever. Yeah. He was a good actor.
Good dad.
And I feel like the way he portrayed the dead guy's mannerisms, I was like, oh, it's gonna be the same actor that played Dead Frank and the live dad or whatever. But I looked it up and Alive Dad, Alive Frank, and Dead Frank are all played by different fucking actors, which is crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I wonder why they decided to do that.
Maybe to have that other guy in costume, because I'm sure that one like the meat costume took forever to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like so
So
they
you-
probably kept him in costume and just did the scenes like
Just
for
like,
one day,
hey.
like one day.
So did you guys watch the sequel?
Yeah,
Yes.
the
No, I
didn't
didn't
watch
the sequel, no.
yet, but I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
So I watched the sequel and I actually found it better than the first one.
Really?
I thought the first one was kind of. I mean, there was the whole story of crazy lady bringing the dude back, but for the most part, it was a lot of random shit. I thought.
Yeah, it was.
especially the end. The
It was
very
very
end.
disjointed. I feel like the best part about Hellraiser was like the world building that came with it.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Yeah.
an interesting premise that felt kind of like all over the place.
And
you know
it
what I
was
mean?
way less scary than you would think. It was like.
Well,
ve-
it was made in '87 or
No,
some
I
shit,
mean, just
so,
the
I mean-
concept's less scary. I mean, I guess it's kind of scary, but it's like unless you're really like going out of your way to try and like get into like the dark pleasures of life, like you're not gonna end up fucking around and running into Pinhead and Butthole Eyes. Like it's very
But-
The
hard.
scariest part about that movie was that fucking lady who's like killing all the people. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
She was more
Oh,
of
yeah,
a
yeah,
villain than the
she's-
fucking other
she's
guy.
scarier
She's a
than the
serial
fucking.
killer, yeah.
I was about to say like.
That just it goes to show you don't know who you're marrying these days. You know? It's like she's just like, you know.
My other question is like, how does that guy never go upstairs in his fucking house? You know,
Oh,
you got
yeah.
all this fucking horrible shit going on. You just never go upstairs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and like obviously there's something going on with your wife. Like she's like 100% avoiding you at all times. Like at least like be like, yo,
Not going to
are we
work, being
good?
sketchy.
You know, like communication. You know, it's
Well,
important.
Yeah,
And another
definitely.
thing, she stored the bodies in the house. Like,
Yeah.
and this was like over the span of like days
That's what
and
I'm
stuff.
saying. And
No
like,
smells.
There's gonna be
There's like
an odor.
rats nailed to the wall and shit. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Just do
why
a
was-
walkthrough every now and then. You know? Like,
yeah.
and the brother, like the you know the dead brother, he was
Yeah.
like one of the most fucked up people like ever created. Like he was like trying to like. I don't even want to say what he was trying to his own niece. Like, and
yeah.
they just kind of don't even mention that part where he was just like, "Get over here," and like grabs his.
Well, he's
niece.
obviously like a fucking crazy person. Like,
Just like
'cause
a
he's trying to
sadistic-
like buy the fucking devil cube in the first place
Yeah.
to go fucking have the pleasures and pain intertwined into
Yeah.
one.
who like who is this like yes. Like he it's like so if he liked it then
Well, I mean, he definitely regretted his choice. You know what I mean?
did he though? Because I mean,
He was
like
trying to get
even
out
when
of
they
there,
showed
you
back
know?
up, he was like, "I guess you got me." And I was like, I think he'd be more like, "Oh fuck, this sucks," you know? Like he was just kind of like, "Whatever, I guess you know."
Yeah.
But
Weird movie, but yeah.
Yeah. But no, watch the second one.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed it more than the first because you get the knowledge. Yeah, the world building. You get the knowledge of the Cenobites or whatever the hell they're called.
yeah,
Um,
the Cinnabons.
And the cinema, they go deeper into like their world and stuff in the,
The second one has a better director, right? It's like I can't remember.
The second one is said to be worse. Like, I mean, so Devin
know.
liked it, but everythally who likes Hellraiser is like, oh, the second one just like.
Well, but like I just
It
mean
just
like
seemed a lot more
there's like
cohesive.
there's a more prolific director. Hang on, I think I could be wrong. Y'all don't have to stop talking.
no, you're good. I was sending a text about Game Speak Dog, see if he can. Just
Oh,
be
never
let
mind.
out.
It's Tony Randall. I don't know who the fuck that is. I
No,
think
I
I'm
don't-
thinking of Alien 2. Alien 1 was Ridley Scott, and Alien 2 was like James Cameron.
It was
or
James
something.
Cameron, yeah. And
Okay.
it got
okay.
more action.
Alien
focused.
2 was the shit. That was a great.
Alien 1's the shit. It just
yeah, they're
depends
both
on
good
yeah.
movies,
That's
but-
that's what's great about it.
They're
Uh,
both better than Alien 3, though. I think that we can all.
Yeah, but not as good as Alien versus Predator.
I really do like AVP.
I do
though.
too,
Yeah, you
but
know.
I don't think it's on the same level as either of those movies.
No, it wasn't scary. It was just an action flick.
Yeah, but anyways,
There's a lot of Hellraiser movies.
oh yeah, they did like 8 or 9 of them, if
they
I
really?
remember. Yeah,
I stopped at the second one because I figured it wasn't gonna get better than that.
no,
There's one called Hellraiser Deader.
that's where we stop. Yeah.
Why not just like
I'm not even joking. Like, that's
Deader.
the name.
Hell-
That's the name of a film. in the
Hellraiser,
Hellraiser franchise.
Hellraiser. This time it's personal.
Oh, jeez.
oh man.
Anyways, so what would you did you guys try to watch the new one though? Like the
not yet.
Hulu
No, I was
reboot?
gonna watch the old ones and then watch the new ones, so I have a more solid grasp
Yeah.
of like what's
The
going on.
world
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Well, and that's why I watched the first two as well, and then I started to watch the new one, and I fell asleep.
And the
Yeah.
reboot kind of just changes everything. So I mean, there's no sense in trying to get like learned on it.
I'm still gonna watch it at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I also watched the new Halloween movie. I've been on a spooky
Halloween
movie kick.
Ends or
Yeah.
whatever. How's that?
Yeah, they ended the shit out of it.
Was it good?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it okay. It wasn't as good as the last one. What was the
Halloween
one?
Kills. or
Yeah,
something?
Halloween Kills was sick.
It was intense.
I liked it. Halloween Ends was a little less intense, but
Yeah.
it was better than the first one in the new trilogy. So like, there's Halloween reboot or whatever where they like burn him in the house or whatever. I
Yeah.
couldn't stand that fucking movie. I thought the newest one was better than that, but like the I don't know, it wasn't as good as Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I could see why people would be mad about it. There's a lot of people that really didn't like the new Halloween movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
And
gotten pretty bad reviews.
I can totally see why people wouldn't like it. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed it.
Everybody's promoting that Terrifier 2 movie.
Really?
Which like
Well,
just
I've
looks
seen some
dumb.
weird like, oh, people were fainting and this and that shit.
For
in this movie.
Terrifier 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like a gore.
That's just-
it's just a gore fest.
It's
like-
just a promotion for the movie,
Yeah.
probably. I feel
You
like.
watch it and just pass out.
I don't know,
Like-
man. I saw the first Terrifier, and the Terrifier 1 was a fucking stupid movie. Like, it was really bad. Like, I mean, I'll probably watch it, but, just because of all the hype. But, the
Yeah.
first one wasn't that great.
Did y'all ever watch the Ritual?
I feel like I have,
no.
yeah.
Where
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, like three guys going, they're like hiking to commemorate a buddy,
Yeah.
and then they have to take a shortcut because of the one dude like breaks his ankle or some
Yeah,
shit.
that was a good one.
That was good, but it wasn't that scary, but it was like it was a
I
fun
enjoyed
watch.
it, yeah.
It was a fun watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of like gore fest movies. Unless there's unless it's Saw where there's like the whole idea of like, oh, they can get out. I'm not like a big fan of just like a bunch of torture. Like,
No, I like
like,
I like a good combination, just scary and gory. But like
Yeah.
just gore fest. No,
It's kinda
not.
boring.
I don't mind gore if it's like a slasher film or something. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to watch.
but that's not a
like-
gore. That's not a gore porn movie. Like I feel like
gore.
Like what's a just a shitty gore movie? Like Bone Tomahawk or whatever the shit that was. I
I
remember.
haven't seen that.
I started watching that. I'm like, why?
What's the evil clowns from space or what the fuck? The
Evil Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually a movie.
Yeah, I
yeah.
wouldn't
that-
think
is
that
that
was
one
a
a gore
No, was it? Was
Killer Clowns.
Killer
from Outer
clowns.
Space.
Was that a gore fest?
No,
though?
that's see. Okay, that's what I mean. Like, okay, there's like gratuitous, just like murder porn, like Hostel.
Hostel is
And then
one
there's,
that I do
like-
not like.
Yeah, like Hostel. Actually, I mean, okay. As an adult, like, okay, I remember when we were kids, we walked out of Hostel because it was just so fucked off. We were like, okay, this is just.
It was
why
the
are we-
Achilles. It was
why
the
are we-
Achilles
yeah,
part.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
left that movie. I tell that story all the time. It's like one of the only movies I've ever walked out of in theaters. You know what I mean?
It
But
was like all rainy outside, and depressing, and
it
I
was
was
so
like, fuck.
depressing. But like honestly, like the movie doesn't really get much better. I've gone back since and watched the movie as an adult.
It's just
you know
fucked
what
all
I
the way
mean?
through.
It's pretty fucked all the way through, but it does have like okay, there's like it almost comes to like a redeeming head at the end, and then that one chick jumps in front of the train or whatever, and it's like, oh, that was dumb. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. I feel like if I would have just gone ahead and watched it all the way through as a kid, then I wouldn't have had all these weird fucking because my
'Cause
mind
your
went all
imagination
kinds
is
of
way
crazy
worse.
after that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was like, oh, there's
I know. I feel you on that. But it's like I like Saw because it's the perfect balance. It's like it's really fucking gory, but like it's also really entertaining. Like
Yeah.
it's the
I
idea
like
of
the
like a
early Saw
detective.
movies, especially like
Yeah, it's like it's the mystery. It's like okay,
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out who's doing this, why they're doing
Well, that's
it,
why
and all
Squid
that.
Games was so fun
Yep.
because they had that whole scene where they just let them all go home, and then everybody came back. So it's like, okay,
Y'all did this
y'all
to
did
yourself.
this to yourself, you know?
For real. So yeah,
Like
that and,
Did y'all see the newest Saw? What was it called?
Spiral.
Spiral. Yeah,
yeah,
I've never
Spiral.
watched it. I
I
heard it was
watched
horrible.
it. Yeah,
Was
I
it-
was at work when I watched it though, so like I didn't think it was very good. No.
Apparently, they're making a new one, and they're bringing back the original Jigsaw guy.
I
for
saw
it.
that. Yeah.
Like how he's
He
dead.
did. It's gonna be a prequel, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But he's older. Like I don't know.
I
Like
don't know,
fucking
man.
A. What
just
are they
need to-
doing with movies today? Like,
They just squeeze every fucking ounce of like interesting that they can out of it by every direction that they can go with it. Like,
Yeah.
That's one of the things, honestly, the whole time I was watching Hellraiser, I was like, this movie's so original. Like, they don't make fucking original-ass movies like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of the
Not
things
as-
I
not
think
as
that
much.
made it so popular. You know what I mean? Is that
Yeah.
it was just such a wildly weird and original thing. You know what I mean?
I was definitely interested in like the whole Cenobites like dimension or wherever the hell
Yeah,
they
it's
came
like,
from.
what is this place?
Yeah, what,
And-
is it hell
I like
or
how they don't really like show you the Cenobites too much until like later in the movie. You know what I mean? Like he mentions them at one point, and you're like, "What the fuck?" you know? He's like, "The Cenobites are coming." I'm like, "What the fuck is a Cenobite? It sounds delicious." You know? What I mean?
But yeah, and like I was listening to Hideo Kojima's podcast, the
Ooh.
brain structure or
and-
whatever.
yeah.
I've been listening to that a lot actually. Like every episode, or every time they put out a
Is
new
it
one.
translated?
Yeah, it's
is it dubbed?
it's all dubbed. Yeah, so it's like, but it's like, welcome to Hideo Kojima's brain structure, and then it'll be like he'll be talking, you'll like hear him be like, and then like over it, it'll be like, and that's whenever I decided that I was gonna change things, and blah blah blah, and like he's like, it's all like super Hideo Kojima. The whole podcast is, but anyway, so he was talking about like his favorite books or like books of the year, and he's like, I read 132 books a year or whatever. And I'm just like, what the
Jesus
fuck, dude?
Christ.
But like
Damn.
he was like talking about this one book. He's like, you should read The Anomaly or whatever. And I was like, well, if Hideo Kojima says it's good, it's got to be good. So I started reading that shit. It's pretty good. It's like
he reads a book like every 3 days, basically.
yeah,
Like, fucking-
he claims this. I don't know if Hideo Kojima's just like full of shit or what. But like, how are you making games? Listen, he says he watches a movie like 1 to 2 movies a day. Like every day of the year, like it makes no sense. I'm like, dude, there's literally not enough time. Like the shit you're saying literally makes no sense, but he claims it's true. So, anyways, so I started reading The Anomaly, which I'm pretty sure is going to end up being a movie because this book is basically, it came out in like 2020. It's like a French book, but they have it in English. But it's about like this plane that takes off, and it has like a hitman, like a couple of different other people, like just normal people on the plane that are just having some issues, like an actress and like some other stuff. Anyways, the plane goes, they go through like this storm, and they land, or they land and everything's all good. Part 2, that same plane is still in the storm, and they come out, and like a bunch of jets are sent out, like fighter jets are, and like have to take them off to a hangar and land them. And so the plane landed, but then 4 months later, the same plane with the same people on it is still in the sky and land.
weird.
And so it's like some weird shit
Is it
like
months
that.
or years? Because there's a show about
No, it's like
this.
4 months. No, there's not a show yet. I know what
There's
you're
one
thinking of.
similar
There's a
to
show-
this.
yeah, where they take off and then they're like 10 years ahead or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, but this
So
is like
the-
there's 2 versions of the
2
people
versions
now.
of the same people. So they've already landed,
Oh.
and 2 of the people that are on the plane currently have already died.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
so they've
shit.
already landed and died. So
Okay.
now the government's like got all these people together, and like they're trying to figure
That's
out
a
what's
cool
going
idea.
on. Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is very Hideo Kojima. Like I just feel like so yeah, I was glad that he showed it. It's only like 300 pages or so. Like I'm almost done with it, but
See, that's one thing I do like about Hideo Kojima is he's one of the few people in the game industry who's willing to make like a Hellraiser type game that's like, you know, just
Oh,
different
yeah.
as fuck and weird, you know? Like Death Stranding is total proof of that. Like that's just
Mm-hmm.
totally his thing. Like that's so weird. Like I can't get into it at all, but I
No.
respect the fuck out of it.
I
Out
do
of the
too.
fact that
Respect
he
the
made his fucking
originality of-
weird shit that he
Yeah.
wanted to make, you know?
that's why
We need more of that. Like
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see what his next thing is. I'm very upset that he's making a Death Stranding 2.
I wish he
because
would
it's
make
like-
one of these multiple Silent Hill projects that they're talking about. Well, I guess we'll get
Let's
to that.
let's get into that. Unless you all had more stuff to talk about. Like,
I mean, I went to Renfest this past
Oh,
weekend.
yeah, yeah.
Renfest,
Yeah,
oh,
well,
really?
yeah, and this is exactly what I wore.
Oh man,
And had a hell of a time. It was me, my cousin, and a buddy
you're still
from
going a
Madisonville.
few times this year, right? I want to go with you at least
Yeah.
one of the times.
Yeah. I'm going for my the big weekend's going to be for my 30th birthday,
Okay, cool.
November
Nice.
November 5th.
Cool.
So two weeks from now.
Nice.
No, yeah. 2
That
weeks
should
from
be
now.
exciting.
So,
I'm
dude,
gonna get me
yeah.
a big fat bottle of mead. That's what I've
Hell
been doing.
yeah.
I just get a bottle of mead, walk around with it, drink the whole motherfucker.
Well, dude, mead has gotten expensive as fuck in the
It's
fair.
like $30.
I don't buy it
for
in
a
the fair.
bottle.
I get mead like from Total Wine, and then like we get like one bottle for like celebratory purposes, whatever, just because it's mead. And like we get one bottle, we drink it on the way into fair, and that's it. Because shit has just gotten way too fucking expensive inside the festival.
Not in this economy.
See, that's part of my like fair expenses. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
buying like I allocate like $40.
Not
just-
buying candles,
just for
not buying
No.
axes, just going straight for the mead. Yeah,
And
so,
turkey legs, dude.
Turkey
Turkey legs
legs.
got so fucking expensive too.
How much? How much?
$18 fucking dollars.
Oh hell no!
Fuck that, bro.
I'll
Get
fucking
the,
kill
you
my
gotta
own
get
turkey.
the bacon on a
Okay.
stick, bro. It's just a huge slice of pork
Yeah.
belly on a fucking stick.
Ooh.
It's incredible.
I do like turkey legs though. That's the
Oh
problem.
yeah, they
Like,
have steak on a stick too, which is also.
They have
fucking-
everything on a
They
stick.
got
in
everything you can
Renfest.
imagine on a stick.
If they can stick it on a stick, it's there. Fucking,
stick on a stick.
but it was Pirate Weekend, and it was
Oh, I bet it was rowdy.
fucking packed.
Yeah.
Like the festival was really busy, but even the campgrounds were super packed.
We went on Oktoberfest weekend, and it was pretty chill. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I feel like
It was-
it's never not packed. Like, I mean, there's some weekends like,
Well,
They only
so-
do it for 17 days. I mean, you
Yeah.
got to get it while the getting's
yeah, you
good,
gotta get.
know
It's
what I mean?
always packed. Yeah.
Well, the festival usually stays pretty packed, but the campgrounds, depending on what weekend it is, it fluctuates.
oh yeah.
And so like
Dude.
Pirate Weekend is one of the most popular for the campgrounds. Like there's so many people that camp out on Pirate Weekend, but it's like I don't know. Like you have people that go to Renfest regularly, but then like here lately there's been that camp, but here lately there's been a bunch of people that just like come to the campgrounds now to fuck with people. There was like some shit that almost went down this weekend.
Like what? What
Like
happened?
just people trying to fight people like in the main like social areas and stuff. Like
There was
I've been,
a lot of weird dickheads roaming around Renfest
Yeah.
this year, being kind of rude just for no reason. It was
Yeah, well,
it was really
apparently
strange.
because Renfest has blown up so much, like people that don't fuck with it really are coming to it just to fuck with people. Apparently,
that like it. They don't
and
like
we-
LARPers.
Dude, me and my cousin got pulled aside for questioning because he fit a description of someone that was going around trying to fight people. Apparently, and we're
What
like,
the
no,
heck?
like
It
what
might
is-
just be too much mead.
But
Yeah.
we were like, well, no, it's not even that. Like, it's no people at people that go to
There's
Renfest
definitely
for-
people trying to fight just for
Oh,
no
yeah.
reason. Like,
Yeah, like most people are just chill, like that go there regularly, or like the regulars, the rennies, as some
Yeah,
people
yeah.
call 'em. Like those people get super fucked up and they're cool. Everybody's super happy, this and that. But like I was even talking to the cops, I was like, there's a lot more like kind of tourists at the campgrounds this year, and they're like, like it's been a really bad issue. Like people are coming in and just like in groups just trying to fight people.
wow,
like
the
not
cops
even
were saying this.
yeah, I was getting this from the cops because they were like, they brought me and my cousin over and they were just asking us questions. I was like, no, I haven't been in any altercations tonight. I hadn't even seen anything yet either. Like nothing, no negative.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I
okay,
want those
well.
metal gloves,
No.
dog. Like,
No, I did not have my armor on. This was Friday night when we got there. We were just in regular clothes.
Oh, okay.
And we were just chilling by the main fire pit in the campgrounds. And apparently my Avery, he had a blue flannel on and he fit a description of somebody trying to fight people, like multiple people.
I'm not gonna lie, it's really weird, like listening to you talk while you're in this giant thing of art. It looks like it looks like a cutscene where you like wear like, your weird shit.
But
you're just in a normal conversation, like
yeah, talk, and
every time you move.
having headphones on, looking
Yeah.
like medieval with headphones.
It's so
very
fucking
Grand Theft
Dead
Auto
Rising,
online
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, if you're listening to the podcast, check out the video. No, I put a lot of work into making this look as authentic as I can. Like I try to be era accurate. The only thing that's not era accurate about it is the fact that I have Under Armour on under this and not a gambeson. Like a gambeson's like the padded Under Armour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just too much. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't add any
can't
look
tell,
to it.
yeah.
It doesn't add any look to it. It just makes it hot as fuck. So I did the gambeson collar and that's it. But it's all real steel, like but thin gauge. It's not. I can't go to battle in this shit. Like
Yeah. You still wouldn't want
No, I mean, like I don't think anybody could punch you with
to.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're pretty plated up,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I'd still rather be wearing that in a battle than nothing.
Than nothing,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, well, yeah, and the chainmail would do a little bit too, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
just
Made
Probably
of
protect
dragon
you
scales.
From, like,
it's for show. But if the zombie apocalypse ever comes, I mean, I feel
hey,
like
yeah, you
a zombie
wouldn't get
couldn't bite
bit,
through that.
Yeah.
No,
This is
definitely.
what I'm throwing on, and then I'm sharpening my sword too.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nice.
With the
Okay.
helmet, yeah, that would be great.
That's what's
Maybe
up.
not
That's
but,
a straight up Walking Dead character right there.
Oh yeah.
But no, Renfest was fun. The Saturday night was insane, and there was no sketchiness happen. Like it was just a good time. We
Good.
were out till 4:30 in the morning. It was
Nope.
Did y'all see the fireworks show?
nah.
Oh,
We're already
they put on the most stupid fucking fireworks
every
show.
single Saturday night of the fair. They do
It
a
was
crazy, yeah.
nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
they go all out.
I mean, wow. Like, really, really good.
Well, they're fucking better as much as they're charging for tickets now. Like,
We got him for free. Audra got free tickets from
Nice.
somebody she works with. I don't know. So we
Nice.
really
Yeah.
lucked out
they,
there.
they had a
Just
price
Ren
increase.
Fair dealers.
Well, they had a price increase again this year. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
like $40 a ticket, right? Or
30 or 35,
Whew.
and then 25 a person for camping. They used to do per vehicle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess
Damn.
too many people were like piling in vehicles
Yeah.
and going, but like, and I understand, like, if they hadn't been adding so much to the festival itself, like building new structures and new areas, I would be bitching a lot more. But it takes money to add shit.
It's
like
nice.
That,
I
so.
mean, like the actual festival's looking
Yeah.
good. Like they said, there's like 500 vendors now or 800 vendors
There's
now. Or
so
something.
many.
It's
man.
ridiculous. I didn't
and
even
they
see
add stuff
most of
every
it.
year. So if
Yeah.
they hadn't been adding stuff every year, I'd be mad about the price increases. But I understand. Like
Yeah.
from a business standpoint, it takes money to do that shit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking- but yeah, good time.
All right,
about-
boys. Let's get into the video games. What y'all been playing?
Oh, man.
Dude, that fucking Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched Brian playing it in the Discord.
I almost bought it just
It's
because
very
I was
pretty.
like, I want to play
Dude,
that
yes.
new, you know what I mean? But
Well, and that's what I was gonna lead off with. It is fucking
pretty.
gorgeous, and it's really really well optimized too.
you're playing it on PC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm playing it. Fuck yeah, I'm playing it on my 3060. But like, Modern Warfare 2 runs better on my PC than Warzone did, or does. And
Interesting. Warzone's pretty well optimized too. I feel like on the
Yeah.
2060, I can fucking like almost max it out, like fucking, and still get about 60.
yeah, I have to
Frame,
be a
like-
little. I have my stuff on like high settings just because I'm running 4K
I was
60.
about to say you're doing 4K. I'm 1440p. I can even switch the ray tracing on and get
Yeah.
like an acceptable fucking performance. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
the 2060, like you know what I mean. So it's like
Well, with Modern Warfare 2, and it is the campaign, so it's not rendering as much as Warzone. So I'll still hold off in saying that.
That's what I was
it's better.
telling Hans earlier. I was like, I don't think Warzone's going to look as pretty because they're going to have to take some of this shit out. Like, there's no way a game this beautiful can have that many
Yeah.
people drop
Well,
in.
well, it's gonna be a big map too. You know, this is
Yeah,
all
so-
condensed like Call of Duty maps.
It
You
ain't.
know what I mean? Like,
I don't think it's gonna be as pretty, but what does give me a little hope is the big ass maps that I got to play in the Modern Warfare 2 beta played really well.
Mm-hmm.
Played a lot better than Warzone, and
Really?
it was with a bunch of people all in a small space too.
Oh, nice.
So like
I played those
that
too,
gives me
and
hope
that
that Warzone is going to be better, or Warzone 2 will be better optimized.
Yeah, I played it on PS5 and it was running really well also. But like, even that isn't the scale of Warzone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna be like 3 times bigger, I'm assuming. You know what I mean? Than those ground war maps, probably.
Yeah,
you know
well,
what
yeah,
I mean?
no, a good bit bigger, but it was like as close as and like an example as I got, and it still handled really well.
And also, this
on
is an
high to
example
ultra.
of where like the Xbox Series S might be holding back some of the things. You know what I mean? Because like if you have to make Warzone 2 compatible with Series S, you know what I mean, and everybody's supposed to load into the same map, you know what I mean, at an acceptable like rate of time, you know what I mean? I don't know. It might have something to do with that too. Like,
I mean,
when it
there's
all
always
comes
been a
down to
problem with it whenever it comes to Warzone and like even the first Warzone. Like if you're playing on Xbox, you don't even fucking see the game until like we're already jumping
Right,
out of the
yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
my
I don't think that's gonna be an issue. They're just gonna say fuck it and do what they've been doing with the consoles.
it's no, I've got high hopes for it. They've also been improving on the engine too, so like it is a better working engine.
Activision's been
than
doing
the-
a great
the
job
Infinity
with like
Ward.
well, just like in general, like fucking. I feel like all the modern Call of Duty games have played really well. You know what I mean? And looked really good. You
Yeah.
know, like Vanguard.
World at
fucking-
War or not Cold War was a step back in my
Cold
opinion.
War still played really well though. Like it performed well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it might have been a
The
little
game wasn't
less
good, yeah.
visually appealing and like gameplay was a little worse, but like it actually like performed really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think that's partly because it was an outdated engine and so like Treyarch didn't do a lot to their engine for that installment.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were butthurt that like their skins aren't transferring over from Warzone, but it's like, bro, it's a whole new engine. Like
Yeah.
it's a brand new game. Like what are you gonna do?
Yeah, this is a new engine that they're I forget what they call it, but it's like almost not a completely new, but it's a very very much improved upon it.
It's not like Overwatch. It's not like they just like literally just took out the
Title?
Yeah, the
They
title.
added-
Like they made some nighttime levels daytime and shit. it's like it's a whole new fucking game, which is very exciting.
Yeah. And as far as like the content of the campaign, like it feels like I'm playing through an action movie the whole time.
That's
like,
cool.
And
That's how it should.
As a Call of Duty should, because
Yeah.
it's not a mill sim. It is a over the top action
Arcade
shooter.
game,
yeah,
yeah.
it's an arcade action shooter, and Infinity Ward's always brought the heat. And
Have you beat the campaign yet?
No, not yet. I think I'm not even sure how far.
It's
I
not
am
very
through.
long. It's
Yeah.
like 4 hours.
If I had to guess, I'm like 3/4 of the way through.
4 or 6 hours, I think, is what it is. But like, I know Brian already beat it. Like,
And Hans as well.
yeah, and Hans, they beat it fast. Like, but
I've been taking my time. I've also been super busy. I was gone, as soon as I got home from work Friday, so it only launched Thursday.
I just want to say this Ash Fest is a lie. There are
The
no
pockets.
pockets.
Oh man.
I'm so upset about. I wanted to put my. It's like this is how far they go. That's all right though. I mean, it still holds.
The
my
struggle
hand.
is real for sure.
Yeah. No. Now I understand. Now I understand. No, but anyways, yeah. So
And that's basically all I play. I did play Blade and Sorcery and added a bunch of new mods.
Ah, nice.
So that was fun. I got to pretend I was Homelander with laser vision, chopping people up, flying around and like just lasering like
That's
a whole
fucking sick.
freaking field of enemies. Like because there's like a war, you can choose like different spawn modes and stuff. And there's one that just has like 2 factions just go at it. So there's like I don't know, probably 14 NPCs on the field, and I just like did one laser beam all the way through, and it was just like they all just the whole crowd fell. That was dope.
nice.
That's sick. Yeah, my mods have gotten ridiculous on Bone Lab. I've got like hundreds of fucking mods. Like,
Hell
but yeah. So I haven't really been playing much of that though. I've been playing fucking Plague Tale Requiem.
How's that going?
Well, mixed feelings about Plague Tale Requiem.
Oh.
Like, I actually really like the game itself, but like the bugs and like the game breaking bugs that I've encountered and shit have just been fucking unacceptable. Like, first of all, like it's horribly optimized. Like it some parts it's like all over the place, you know what I mean?
Are you playing on PC or what?
I'm playing on PC.
Okay.
I did it through Game Pass, but like every time I boot the game up, I have to like verify the game files integrity or whatever, and then like start the game up. I've deleted it and re-downloaded it several times.
Huh.
I feel like it's fucked up my whole Xbox app because I can't play any of my other fucking games now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I was
here.
about to say this
No.
might be a Game Pass issue and not
No.
the game.
'Cause
Game
have y'all
Pass
been
is
having
dumb
issues
about
with
that
it?
shit.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck. What game was it? There was some game that might have even been. No, it's Chivalry. Chivalry. Like if I boot up Chivalry with a controller and I unplug said controller to try to play with mouse and keyboard, like I accidentally boot up with controller, it like just completely locks up the whole app.
Yeah.
And I have to restart my whole PC. Like I can't just go into Task Manager and like kill all the tasks. Somehow it runs in like deep background. It gets stuck in like deep background. I can't relaunch it, and I have to restart my whole PC.
Well,
Yeah,
between
it's
the
been doing some
issues
weird
with
shit.
Xbox Game Pass itself, like that, and issues within the game itself, like there's a part in the game, totally game breaking, fucking, where I like got to this point and it's super obvious what you have to do. It's one of those simple puzzles where you throw your sling rock and you hit the fucking chain and it drops like a drawbridge and you go
Yeah.
across the drawbridge. And like it's obvious what you're supposed to do, but it won't let you like bring the sling up. And so like you reload the part before that and you like go all through this fucking bullshit and you walk through this door and you get to that part again and you reload the thing and it won't let you do the fucking sling. You have to go all the way back like 3 parts earlier in the game where if you like there's a part where you have to get through all these rats, and if you don't throw oil into the basin and light the oil on fire, it doesn't trigger some sort of thing, and like it automatically locks you like because I just cheesed my way through that part. You have these other things that are like firecrackers that make the rats go away, so I just threw 2 of those instead of doing what the game wanted me to do for the tutorial or whatever. So I just
Damn.
like blasted past that part, not even thinking about it, because it was just an easy fucking like pop. I'm past the rats, you know what I mean?
Pop.
So I had to
Past the
go
rats.
I had to go like 30 minutes back to this fucking stupid rat thing and go all the way through that part and just do like the game wanted me to do to get back to that one part to then have my sling active and then be able to knock the bridge down.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't looked this up online, I would never have.
I was
known.
about
Yeah.
to say, how did you find that out?
Yeah, like I
Right.
would have just assumed that it was some fucking shit I wasn't doing. And then like later in the game, there's a part where you're supposed to get the dude to pull a rope to like fucking, and this was way less that I had to go through, but it was a very similar thing. I had to go back and reload the game, and like he finally would pull the rope, and it's like I had a whole lot of that, and then finally it just got to the point where like it wouldn't even verify the files on the Xbox Pass. Like I got all the way to like the last level of the game, and I ended up having to watch like the fucking like ending cutscene on YouTube because fucking like I just couldn't even load the game anymore. And like literally all my games on Game Pass won't load anymore. At this point I'm fucking done with Game Pass. And I would think it was my computer, you know what I mean? But every other launcher I have, Epic,
it's absolutely
Steam,
Game Pass.
fucking all that shit, it works fine. You know what I mean? Like
on my Game Pass, I can't pre-install games. Like,
oh, that's bullshit.
I haven't been able to pre-install games for like months. Like,
I pre-installed. That's another thing that pissed me off. I pre-installed Plague Tale, and then it came out, and it's like, oh, now you have to completely reinstall Plague Tale for some reason. So it made me reinstall the whole fucking game.
What? Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
it's like, I mean, I get it. It's like, I mean, you get what you get whenever you're fucking basically renting games alike, but still, it's like they need to fix that shit
Well, it's
But
probably
then-
because they're trying to put Game Pass on too many fucking platforms.
on everything.
Yeah.
And they need to optimize
they need
it
to
for what they
optimize
have.
the PC one at least because PC is a huge market.
Well,
But-
I never had a single issue with PC Game Pass until like I don't know, a month or two ago. Before that, like I've been using Game Pass PC for at least a year.
Yeah, me
It has
too.
been a flawless experience.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I've
now,
also had no
now
problems
shit's
with it.
happening to it. So if I had to put money, I'd put money on that. It's because they're trying to put it all to all these different platforms, and so it comes with updates that, for whatever reason, is just kind of blanket updates.
Yeah,
or some
they
shit.
have been updating a lot of shit lately. That's the other thing. Like, remember they added mods like not too long ago and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
So I think like there's just a bunch of shit that they're fucking with.
They'll
And
get
then
it
they're
ironed
probably
out.
too focused on what's going on with like trying to acquire, Activision and all that shit that they're not paying attention. It's like fucking they need to get back on their shit. Like,
But yeah, all bugs aside, fucking Plague's Tale Innocence was a really fun game. Like it expanded on the combat from the first game a lot. Like you get a crossbow and stuff this time. You're not as defenseless. Like it's
I was about to say the first game I wouldn't put the combat on like any pedestal. I thought the combat was the weakest part of the game.
Yeah.
Like it was just a good experience.
this
like,
game doesn't feel like a huge like step forward as far as like gameplay. Like it's very similar gameplay wise to the first game, and rightfully so. It picks up right where the first game left off. But like my problem with the game is it's so obviously like inspired by the book of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. Like fucking like the entire game is
Really?
basically a direct rip of that book. Like fucking
I know everybody's read that, but me. So,
Well-
this will be my
Well-
way to experience it.
I'm just trying to like picture what are some like some example what?
like okay, if I tell you,
Oh
it'll
yeah.
ruin the
No,
whole
don't
fucking-
spoil. No,
I mean,
it just came out.
You know, and anybody out there who fucking has read of Mice and Men and plays this game now will fucking play through it, and you'll be like, you're gonna know the ending before it comes. But
You're
I
like,
mean,
"Damn,
anybody
Brent was
who
right."
like anybody who knows this fucking literature is gonna just like see
Yeah.
the correlation as you play it. You know, it's like really heavy-handedly like fucking inspired by
I
that.
said, tell
you
him
know?
about the rabbits.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell me about the
Fucking-
rabbits, George.
Like, I mean, basically, like, except for rats, you know what I mean? But, like, no, I don't know. It was good. And there's a really cool twist at the end if you play the game. Like, I think it's a secret ending. I'm not entirely sure, but on the YouTube version I watched, there was a cool fucking secret ending that's like, again, I won't spoil it, but it's really interesting. And it makes me think that the next Plague Tale game will be very, very different. You know what I mean? Like,
So you think this will be there will be another one, like another sequel?
I think there will be, but I don't think.
It'll involve these characters.
Well, okay. Can I just go ahead and spoil the fucking secret thing for you?
I mean, don't just because like we're not the only. I'm sure there's people listening
Yeah.
that will like want to play it.
I just think that it will. I think the next one will be crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I can say without fucking. If there is a next one, I think it'll be crazy, and I don't think it'll involve the main characters.
Somebody yelled no, and don't worry, nothing's getting spoiled.
Yeah. No, we won't spoil it.
Dude, just like earlier, looking at you talking as a hot dog is it's like you were telling or you were like when you
Deep
first started
in
to
the-
talk about Requiem and you're like you were kind of like upset. I was like because I was just looking at you, he's like, Brent's a hot dog right now.
It's great, right? Yeah.
It's like that dude's a hot dog right now.
But yeah, so like I played that, and then I went on the Halloween sale on PlayStation. and
Ryan Fortson.
what's going
That's
on?
my boy Ryan. What's up, dude?
I'll read the book. I've heard it's great, and I find it funny that everybody who's ever been in a public school had to read that book,
Yeah,
except for me. I never had
How
to
did
read
you get
that.
past it? Because
I don't
you
know.
and Brent went to the same high school.
Yeah, but Brent was like in GT
Remedial?
classes. When,
No.
no, I was in like remedial.
Sorry, Brent. That's
He's a hot dog.
that was,
This is what he wore in school. No, but like, no. Brent was like in GT, like gifted and talented bullshit whenever we were in elementary school, and I was not. I was like in normal school. What grade do you read this book?
We read it in like
Junior?
8th grade or 9th grade, I think.
I was maybe I was in the remedial English class. It was like junior. Senior.
I know we read The Pearl pretty early. That was.
I remember the Pearl.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Is that the one with the baby
Yeah.
in the boat?
Mm-hmm.
At the, yeah.
All of John Steinbeck's books are just weird and fucked up like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I remember that one. I specifically remember having to read a book about a tamale and somebody losing a ring in the tamales, and I don't remember what this book was. And Holes. We had to read Holes. We
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yeah.
It's too damn bad.
Okay, they put freshman year faux show.
They said Dark Souls and Ash about to F up this hot dog and catch him.
See, freshman year, I don't remember freshman year. That's probably my bad. Maybe I was supposed to read it, and I just didn't show up. So that might be on me.
But yeah, I do feel like everybody has read that book though. But what'd you play, Jamel?
So, like a dumbass, I went back
wait, I'm
to...
sorry. I wasn't
Oh,
even
go ahead.
close
My
to
bad.
done. My
Sorry.
bad.
No,
My
go
bad.
ahead.
I'm so sorry. No, so I played Madison. I got that on fucking sale on the Halloween sale on PlayStation. Fucking, have y'all heard of this?
No.
No.
Okay, it's a lot like Visage or something. It's like
Oh,
a
okay.
it's like
It's
a
a
walking
horror
horror,
game.
simulator, but it's really good. Like it's better than I thought it would be because I've never fucking heard of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Is this the one about the lady in the lake thing?
I don't know.
No,
As
okay.
far as I'm aware, I don't know about any ladies in a lake. But like, so far you've just been walking through this creepy house, and like you have like a Polaroid camera, and like you can take pictures, and like
Oh,
creepy
I
shit's
remember.
happening. Like
I remember something about that. It actually got pretty high. Like
it's good.
Yeah, it's held it to a pretty high regard.
like
yeah.
I'm really enjoying it.
Came
The
out like several years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Polaroid. Actually, I don't know. I think it just came out
A
because it's a
couple?
PS5 game. It's like out on the PS5. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's fucking beautiful looking. Like, but like the Polaroid camera mechanic is a lot of fun. Like, it does a lot of like putting you in the dark, so you have to take Polaroid pictures, and all you can do is the flash.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
That's like Outlast all over again.
yeah.
Fucking night vision camera, having to run for your life while you're like looking through that shit.
It has that same
Running out of
vibe.
batteries.
No, and then but the flash is even worse because it's like at least in Outlast you could like have a constant
see,
view.
yeah.
Whereas like a flash is just like, oh, there's something terrifying in that corner. Can't see it now though. Like,
Yeah.
It's a lot like Fatal Frame mixed with Outlast, but like it's not as like many monsters coming at you as Outlast. Like it's more of a walking sim. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're not like afraid for your life, but you are afraid for your life the whole game. You know what I mean?
It's like
Yeah.
like scary, but you can't die.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a kind of a puzzle game. I don't know. I really enjoy it so far. It's been a lot of fun.
Sounds creepy.
Yeah.
The whole flash mechanics like that. Yeah, they get me.
And I've also been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla again. I don't know why. I started that back up.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what's
Anyways,
up.
so what have you guys been playing? I'm sorry.
So, like a dumbass, I started up Cyberpunk again. But because I started watching the anime, and I was like, damn, this anime is dope.
I fucking told you.
The anime is dope,
What
though.
I tell you, the animation's awesome in it. I love it.
I don't know about the
the anime
animation
is pretty dope.
specifically is what
Oh.
drew me in. It was more so like they made the world seem really cool. And then I
Yeah.
went back and I'm like, wow, it's not that cool. But it's still an okay game. Like, like it's better than it was the last time I played it. It's been updated a lot. I'm playing it on my Series X. Let me tell you, the fucking performance mode is the only way you can play that game. You absolutely on console Series X cannot play in the quality mode. Quality mode, like, is so fucking bad. Like, it's like ray tracing quality mode. You turn it on, and like people are like,
But the
Fucking
shadows are
That's
the
weird. It should be
reflections.
better on the the Series X.
no,
it's not
dude.
as like terrible on the PS5.
It's like 30 frames. It drops it. To
No, it is 30 frames on
I
the
can't-
PS5, but it's not
My
like
brain can't comprehend 30 frames anymore. Like when I look at it, I'm like, this is absolute garbage. Like I don't
How
care.
do we ever get by with the old shit? Like,
I don't know.
you
So
look
to
at-
don't
me,
know.
it's like I've noticed. Okay, so 30 frames per second to me has not become like a fucking totally like
Oh no, dude.
thing for me, but it's like I've noticed frame pacing now. So like if it's 30 frames per second, it has to be like perfectly paced frames. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like in order for a 30 frames per second to look good, it has to be like perfect. And I know that sounds stupid and like it doesn't really make much sense, but like Uncharted like has a perfect 30 frames per second. Like it's so smooth looking.
Yeah.
Like you can play their fucking like 4K mode and it doesn't feel
Shot,
shitty,
yeah,
you know.
or like,
And it's like because of their frame pacing is perfect, you know.
Well, my thing is like it's not even about that. It's about the fact that performance mode looks exactly the same as quality ray tracing mode,
But worse.
But like no, but the ray tracing mode looks worse because of the 30 frames. Like there's literally no difference. I like stood in the hallway where there was no movement and like it had the neon lights and all that shit, and I switched between the two. And like, there's no fucking difference.
so
Ray tracing really is only visible on like car reflections
yeah.
and shit.
And
like,
I was just about to say that, like, I fooled with ray tracing versus like vanilla or whatever the hell you want to call it,
yeah.
non-ray
the
tracing.
Performance,
baked-in lighting is
yeah.
really good in Cyberpunk. Like,
Well, I don't have I'm on PC, so like,
Oh, okay.
I just have my settings. But like, when I turned on ray tracing, like, I almost preferred like, yeah, I got shit frames, but just like letting a scene load in and just looking at it versus the non-ray tracing.
That's what I was.
I
doing,
actually
yeah.
preferred the non-ray traced lighting that they did, even
Same.
because like the literally, like we were just saying, the only difference is the reflections. Like if there's a puddle on the ground, you'll see the neon bouncing
yeah.
off.
Well,
of
they
it.
also
Though
do
they
that
do
like
that in the-
diffused lighting. Like, you know how like a lot of the ray trace games will have that like light glowing in the air or whatever. They try to do that in Cyberpunk too, but it's not enough of a fucking difference to
No.
be like, you know.
And that's the thing though, is that the reflections are still there. Like I
Yeah, they
literally
got
am
screen
telling you,
space reflections.
there's
like,
no fucking difference. Like, or at
the
least I
difference
couldn't
is
tell.
like that the reflection. So like the difference between the screen space reflection and the ray traced reflection is just that like if some kind of object is keeping the camera from seeing it, it'll still reflect that reflection. If it's a
Yeah.
ray traced reflection, it's stupid and
Yeah.
it really
It's like
doesn't make
almost
that much
like
of a
it-
difference. You know,
It's
what
like
I mean?
hey, if you're not looking at it, it's still there. I don't give a fuck. Like that's like the whole like thing in real life where it's like if I'm not looking at it, does it is it there? Like that kind of thing. It's like even if it's not, like it doesn't matter because my reality is that it is here. So whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly, I don't
yeah.
think ray tracing is even that viable of like an option until the newest 40 series cards like come out, because DLSS 3 is what's going to make ray tracing like
Matter.
accessible to
Well, like a
people,
lot of
you know
stuff,
what I
like
mean?
unless you have a 3080 Ti, like you're not gonna run it good.
But I'm already back.
fact.
All that aside, it looks great, like on performance mode, and I'm already at like past the amount of time that I played the first time. The first time I stopped after 15 hours. I'm 17 hours in now, and I'm past
Yeah.
like where I was. So it's good. I mean, I had to go through the whole heartbreak of losing,
Yeah.
Wells, my
Yeah.
boy Jackie.
So
The
sad.
best choom.
Yeah, my
Good
choom. Who's Jamel supposed to be? Is that a real question? Hold on.
It can't be.
Hold on. Who asked that?
You're gonna get. Yeah, you're gonna.
Banned. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get.
Facebook viewer. What? Streamlabs, fix that, please.
We're gonna have to actually. Sorry. Hold on. I'm looking to see who I have to ban right now. Felipe, what the fuck, bro? No. No, but yeah.
Watching that video game podcast, don't know. Who
He knows who
No,
I am.
I
He's
know.
just he's. I hope. But anyways, so
Just in case you don't know who he is,
I'm Jack, the Ripper.
Jack
No, I'm just
Sparrow.
kidding.
Oh, sorry.
he's Ash Ketchum.
I'm Ash Ketchum. Yeah.
Sephiroth.
This is my Pokeball. There's a Pikachu inside. If I can.
Yeah, that's how you really know he's Ash Ketchum, because he's a master of Pokeballs.
Yeah, we got Pikachu. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but he's here. He's been chilling.
Micro Pikachu.
Master of all balls. But anyways, so let's get into the video game news, boys. Just so you guys know, we are using gaming news articles from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're just bringing them all to one place, spitting them in your ear. All right, let's start it off with some good horror stuff. Who's got the Konami Silent Hill announcements?
I got it somewhere. Hold up.
Yeah, whoever wants to go off on it.
Go ahead, Brent.
Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. As
And
part of today's Resident Evil showcase, Capcom has revealed a full-length cinematic trailer for Resident Evil 4 Remake. The trailer showcases some of the game's most iconic moments, as well as fan-favorite characters and enemies. So yeah, we got Resident Evil 4 footage. Is that what we were talking about? Or were we talking about?
No.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
Capcom. We're talking about Konami.
Yeah, my bad. But there is
That's
a bunch
fine.
of Resident
Knock
Evil
that out.
shit. The Resident Evil 4 got a gameplay trailer, which looks fucking sick. Did
It
you
looks
guys-
really good.
It looks awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It looks scary as fuck. Like they really turned it up a little there.
I did notice that they added like the part. They showed him in the village, like with the chainsaw guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about them adding the part where you can kind of block the chainsaw with your gun for like. I was like, that's kind of dumb. Like I like the feeling of like if this guy catches me, I'm getting
That's it,
decapitated.
Yeah.
Well, because in reality,
I
that
think
would
they
be-
were trying as hard as possible to keep the gameplay as true to form with the original. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You see him
No,
doing his
th-
little stupid spinny kick too in the fucking.
That
thing,
part's
you know what I
fine.
mean?
They added this. They added the blocking. You couldn't block the chainsaw in the original game. That's a
Oh,
new
really?
thing.
Well, I think wasn't there some sort of like cutscene or something where he does that in the original game?
No, this is like a new mechanic they added.
Oh,
Where
okay.
like you can block the chainsaw guy. But in the original, it's like chainsaw guy is like if he gets near you, your head's coming off. Like there's no way to block it.
Oh,
I'm like-
interesting. I could have swore there was some sort of cutscene if you like when you're like escaping from him or something. I don't even know.
There might have been, but I just know that's new. Specifically, that part is new.
Well, either way, looks pretty good. Also,
did you hear the what people are mad about with the with the Resident 4 remake?
what, that they dressed Ada Wong appropriately?
No, seemingly you can't save the dog in the trap.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You better be able to save the dog in
they
the
showed
trap.
they showed like a scene of it, and the dog's like already dead in the trap. I think.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
So
Why?
like people are
That
people
was
are
the best
mad
part
about.
of the VR version. You can like undo the trap with the fucking like in VR.
Yeah, that's really weird. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Also, in the same Resident Evil stream, they said that there's going to be another demo for Resident Evil Village coming out. It's going to be the same demo as before, but
The
you can do
third
it.
person.
Yeah, you can play it in third
Yeah.
person. But if you've already played the demo, then you're SOL.
And that's live right now too. The third person demo.
I'm going to get on that.
All right, so let's get into this here Konami stuff. Silent Hill 2 is being remade by Bloober Team,
Let's go.
which, no. Okay, first off, did you see the way they made this guy look? I'm sorry, but it's fucking so ugly.
It's
so
like-
Okay, so look,
fucking
I have a
ugly.
theory there. I feel like the Silent Hill 2 guy looks too much like Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil series, and they wanted to make a point to make him look less like Leon.
Now he just looks like a fucking psychopath.
he
like
do-
he's
He
just
is
like
a psychopath. No, I'm just kidding.
like
Well-
it looks uncanny, like Uncanny Valley type shit.
And
like
his
it-
hair doesn't match him.
Yeah.
Like his hair looks off. Like it's like anime hair
with
on
like a dad. Like
yeah, like it. Yeah.
My thing is, I'm not too worried about like the way the character looks. I'm worried about
Bloober
Bloober
Team
Team.
in general.
My thing is like Bloober Team has never done like combat in a game before, and Silent Hill 2 has like combat in it.
Yeah.
You know, you fight monsters and shit. You
Yeah.
know, and it's like I don't necessarily trust Bloober Team to make a satisfying combat in a game
No.
because I've never seen them do it. And it's like, the medium aside, I generally like Bloober Team's games, and I actually think a Bloober
Yeah.
Team Silent Hill could be cool if it was like fucking a
Something
traditional Bloober Team game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But not like Silent Hill 2 Remake. Okay, Silent Hill 2 Remake.
should have gotten to somebody good.
I just don't know, man. It's weird. You
Yeah.
know, it's a weird premise.
Also, like, I just don't like the aesthetic. Like, it looks bad. Like, it really looks bad to me.
It doesn't look dirty enough either. When they're
yeah.
in Silent Hill, like there's a part where they show Pyramid Head, and he's like standing there in the rain or whatever, and it's like, you know,
None of it looks scary.
this doesn't look gritty and grimy enough, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Silent Hill's scary because it's got that, like, Hellraiser spinny chain room
Like
vibe,
hell,
you
yeah,
know
hell
what I
busting
mean?
out of the
Like,
ground type
Yeah,
shit.
like,
It was scary back in the day. This does not look scary. That's the problem. It's like it just looks clean. It looks like sanitized pyramid, and also I didn't realize his name is Pyramid Thing. I always thought it was Pyramid Head, but apparently it's Pyramid
Oh
Thing.
no, it's Pyramid Head. Fuck whoever said.
Yeah.
Well,
Pyramid
is
Thing.
that like
The original like name is Pyramid Thing. So like, which is kind of dumb. But anyways,
What?
there's a lot more Silent Hill stuff. Silent Hill Townfall is a new game from the makers of Observation.
Okay.
So
This one's the one I'm excited about. There's a lot of Silent Hill stuff that got announced, and this one didn't really show anything about the game. But
not at all. It's being it's being published by Annapurna and developed by No Code, the
this
makers
is
of
the one I'm
Stories
fucking
Untold.
hyped about right
you think
here.
it's gonna be like a
First of
origin
all-
story of the
okay.
town? Like,
First of all, Stories Untold, while not being a big fucking blockbuster game, is one of the most cerebral fucking out-of-body experiences I've had since Doki Doki Literature Club.
What?
Like, it is an incredible fucking game. Okay? Second of
it's
all...
that's pretty high accolade.
Well, I'm just saying, if anybody's going to pull a fucking weird mind trick on you, it's going to be these guys.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
And second of all, the trailer's weird. It's mysterious. But also, after the trailer, the guy's like, you might want to watch that trailer again for secrets. And during the trailer, there's a scene like if it's like a little TV, and it's
And
like flipping
yeah.
through pictures, right? And one of the pictures that I saw looks eerily reminiscent of the fucking Silent Hills fucking like hallway that they're in throughout the whole PT demo. You know what I mean?
So I don't know if they can legally use that.
I'm
though.
just saying, I feel like they might be inspired by PT here.
Oh, okay.
With this one particularly. So,
And-
like, if any of them are going to come out with a PT type vibe, it's going to be this one. With the weird shit on the radio and the shit flickering and, like, just the overall vibe and the people making it.
Well, also with the radio, there was a message encoded in the sound apparently,
What?
or there was some kind of message encoded in it, and people like figured it out. Let me see.
Yeah, you
continue,
look into
Yeah,
that.
continue going on. I'll see what it said.
So also, Return to Silent Hill is a sequel to the 2006 movie, which I enjoyed the first movie.
Yeah,
Like,
they got the same director here.
I really enjoyed the first movie.
And this
Yeah.
one's going to be based on Silent Hill 2. So the actual,
Yep.
like, concept of the movie is going to be, like, in the same storyline as the
Yep.
game.
And they're bringing back the same director from the first one. So director Christoph Gans. So he's coming back for this one. So that's great. Good news on that. And then Silent Hill Ascension is an interactive video streaming experience described as a new kind of Silent Hill. And that's being developed by Jinvid J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot company and Dead by Daylight developers Behavior Interactive.
This is actually a really cool concept on this one because it's like the idea is that they're going to play it live, right? And everybody that's watching is going to vote on what happens, like an interactive movie type thing. But you have to be watching it live.
It's
And
kind of
then-
weird, though, because it's a one-time thing.
Exactly. And whatever happens is going to end up being like Silent Hill canon. Like this will end up being like a fucking movie basically that like is formed by our choices and like whatever we decide as a collective people is
It's
what's
historically
it's going to be
true.
like the new thing that happened in Silent Hill, which is crazy to think about. And it's
Do they
crazy
say what
to-
it's going to stream on?
It says they produce. It says these are live streamed interactive stories where the audience watching can affect the story. It's vague. They did not say where it's going to stream.
It's a very interesting concept though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I got some of the hidden messages right here. So, on Reddit, a user trolling the trailer's higher frequencies found that the trailer's spectrograph pattern spells out whatever heart this town had has now stopped.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Additionally,
Spooky.
pausing the trailer at the right time revealed an image stating "Thy flesh is weak," along with Morse code for an SOS signal. The flickering images on Townfall's teaser have been a separate discussion entirely, with the Reddit user putting all of the trailer's brief pictures together. Beyond the trailer itself, Twitter user Yaptho found that by subtracting two seemingly identical images posted by No Code and Annapurna Interactive, the message "I don't know how to leave" appeared.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, so it
That's-
doesn't really
that's
give way to anything. It's just more Silent Hill like
Cryptic shit, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's gonna
thi-
be fun though. If they keep that energy through the whole development process, then I think we're gonna have a fun game. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So this one is the one that I'm most excited about. The stream ended with one final game announcement. This was the most striking trailer of the bunch, with a young Japanese schoolgirl being transported to a dream world, plants growing from her skin, and then her whole face peeling off. This was called
Nice.
Silent Hill F, which is a new 1960s in Japan set horror game. So,
That's interesting.
did you see this one?
Yeah, no, I saw
It
the
looks
trailer.
fucking cool.
It does look cool. It's
so-
a cool cinematic for sure.
Yeah,
Big ass thing like.
Oh yeah, so former Nintendo producer Motoi Okamoto is attached, and pseudonymous, whatever the fuck, I can't say that word. Japanese writer Ryukishi07 is pinning the story. The development studio is Neobards Entertainment, who have previously worked with Capcom and Square Enix as co-developers on various projects, including the Resident Evil remakes. That's why I think this one's going to be the good one.
I don't know, man. Townfall looks good. They all, I have high hopes for all of them, but this one does look tight. It's an interesting idea, but like, I don't have enough, like, you know.
Dude, just that
Let's
little image alone was enough for me. Like, just like seeing the like tryptophobia bullshit on her skin, like as she
Yeah.
like grew into flower. Honestly, and then her face just like falls off, and it's just like a hole. in
That
her
was
face.
the best part.
I was
yeah.
like, dude, out of everything I saw on that, the Bluebird team, all that bullshit,
That was the
this
most-
was the creepiest shit I've seen, and it's the most like new and like exciting, and it kind of gets me. It's like the new Pyramid Head. Like, if that's what becomes the new Pyramid Head, I'm all fucking in. Like,
I'm thinking there's going to be way
Flower
creepier stuff
head.
in that game.
yeah,
you know?
flower face. Whole
I'm
face.
thinking like it's gonna. Okay, so my image here is like Ghost of Tsushima, except you just wander into Silent Hill somehow. You know what I mean? And fucking.
Well, this is the 1960s though, so it's not going to be like Ghost of Tsushima, like ninja or not
wait,
like
it's
samurai.
1960s.
Yeah,
I thought it was
1960s
like,
Japan.
My bad. I thought we were going further back than that.
No, that's
So
why this looks tight as
1960s.
fuck.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's like a school. It's like literally in a school, like a 1960s. Like I'm getting Junji, like what's his name?
Junji Ito?
Junji Ito vibes
Right?
from
Yeah.
it. So like I don't know. I think this one's gonna be the dopest. I do want to make mention that the Silent Hill 2 remake is a PlayStation exclusive, which PlayStation has been trying to be like, we don't have anything. It's like, bro, come on.
That's something.
It's an exclusive for a whole year. But yeah, so there was some rumors that came out about that, like about how this was actually supposed to be announced at a State of Play that Sony supposedly did not do because they want to not let the UK government see that they have a bunch of exclusives coming out. So they let Konami do this on their own thing. So anyways, but yeah, what's next?
So with that statement, I will actually lead into a article that deals with that topic. So,
Okay.
or close to it. So Xbox Activision buyout, UK government now asking for public opinion.
It's like,
Like, come on, guys,
my
they're-
gosh.
The UK
They're-
government, dude. Like, why do
They're
they?
bad guys, right? They're bad guys. We can't let them do this, right? Like, come on, guys, right?
Well, no, they're
Where's public
asking them. They're like, "What do you guys think we should do?"
No, that's yeah. Well, they're
So-
trying to get people to side with, or they're asking them their opinion, like what they should do.
Yes, that's what
Like
they.
what the UK government.
I
well,
think
here.
the UK government or like whoever this group is that is gonna either okay or not okay. Xbox buying out Activision Blizzard is now just asking the public, "Hey, what do you guys think?" It's like, of course they're gonna fucking be like, "Yo, fuck Xbox," like that's just how everybody is right now.
So Ryan Dinsdale over at IGN, the UK government has opened itself up to the public's opinion on Xbox's acquisition of Activision Blizzard as it prepares to enter the final stages of its investigation into the proposed buyout. As reported by GI.biz, the Competition and Market Authority (CMA) has now published its issues statements of the ongoing investigation, meaning any third party, including members of the public, are free to share their views. Okay. I mean, have they not been prior to
it's
this?
like just go to Twitter.
Yeah,
Thanks,
like-
young Donnie boy. Like our digs, dude.
Well, thank you, sir.
Fucking.
So those looking to submit their opinions can do so until October 28th. But after October 28th, shut up.
Yeah, we don't want to hear any more of it.
Like,
But, yeah.
This stage of the process comes after the CMA has completed the first two phases of its investigation into Xbox's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. It began looking into the deal in July to find out if Microsoft owning the companies behind the Call of Duty, Overwatch, and more could harm competition and the consumers.
Yeah.
So
This is just getting ridiculous.
it's so
At
fucking
this point,
stupid.
I'm
Just-
like, oh my
I mean,
gosh.
my thing is like, why does the fucking UK government have any say over what two fucking American companies are doing with each other? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
There's a bunch of like it's not just a like because the investigation was open. There's like a bunch of boards that get to say whether or not this is like some kind of like monopoly happening, which
Yeah.
is just not fucking true. It's just
I
not.
mean, why is
Like,
no one coming at Disney? Like,
well,
what?
they're like, well,
Yeah, right?
because it's
Like-
Microsoft, and Microsoft has a bunch more money than PlayStation. It's like, yeah, Microsoft does, but this is Xbox. This
yeah, but
is
there's also Nintendo. There's also like, I mean, it's not like Microsoft's the only player in the video game industry right now, and
Nope.
it's not like there's gonna have more like that many more exclusives. Like PlayStation still has dickloads of exclusives. Nintendo still has dickloads of exclusives. Like I feel like it's still a pretty good.
There was something that was done, and I might have brought this up last week, but literally, if you were to take every single person ever who's playing Call of Duty on PlayStation and move them over to Xbox, it would have literally like 0% effect on the amount of money that they are making off of exclusives. Like it just doesn't matter. Like it's so minuscule. Like it makes no sense. But whatever. You know, like this is just bullshit. Like it's a fucking crying Jim Ryan over there.
This
Like,
is why no one likes the UK.
yeah, I
Just
don't know,
kidding.
dude. I've just been following the shit. It just pisses me off. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move to the on.
Sir Brent,
Okay, let's see.
or Sir Dog.
Yes. More controversial news. Bayonetta 3 developer Platinum Games has pledged its full support to voice actor Jennifer Hale, who stepped in to replace the character's original performer, Helena Taylor. We at Platinum Games offer our sincerest appreciation to everyone who has contributed to creating the Bayonetta series over the years.
Except for Helena.
Except for Helena Taylor, as well as the community that has served as its foundation. The company wrote in a tweet, "We give our full support to Jennifer Hale as the new Bayonetta and align with everything in her statement." Which was basically like, yo, that girl was offered $15,000 to
Yep.
fucking play.
Which I still think is a very small amount of money. Like,
It's still a lot more than what she was
said,
originally,
yeah.
like, you know.
though she denies this, she still claims that they're lying about that.
So she claimed that she was offered $4,000 flat out to do the game.
Correct.
And then they were saying that she was actually offered 5 installments of $4,000 or something.
Three to four installments of 4,000, like with 3 to 4.
It says
recording
at
things,
least
yeah.
5 sessions of voice recording at $3,000 to $4,000
Yeah.
or $15,000 in total.
Which I get, but like once
5
again, she
sessions?
claims that they're lying about that as well, which I find weird because it's like, what does she have to gain from lying about this? Because I mean, like,
The public sympathy. I
no,
guess.
no. But I'm saying, why even come out in the first place?
She wants to cause fucking public backlash on fucking Platinum
No,
Games,
but
so they have to hire her at a more exorbitant.
No.
fucking
But
rate.
she's
That's
been
what-
in 2 games. Why now? Like, if they weren't paying her this already, like that's what I'm saying. Is something happened here? Something happened for her to be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, because she must have been getting paid more before. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell, like, what's actually
She probably
happening.
hung out with Troy Baker one day or something. She's like, "Yo, how much did you make for that one game?" And he's like, "A couple million." She's like, "What the fuck?"
I could see that, but it's like, like at the same time, it's like, she has done 2 games like with them, so like I don't understand why just now she'd be like, wait, this isn't enough, like that's where I'm like, maybe they were trying to get rid of her, and so they offered her like less or something, but still 15,000 for like a huge
5
ass
sessions,
game,
like-
yeah.
The whole thing seems a little fishy
Yeah.
all around on both sides of the
I'll
Both
trust,
sides,
I'll
yeah.
trust
you know
nobody.
What I mean?
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. It's like, it's like we're having like a good old Mexican standoff right now, and I want to see, who comes out on top. Who's the hero here, and who's been lying this whole time. And I don't.
I mean,
think we will.
Platinum Games is coming out on top here. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, like once everything's laid out and everybody can see the truth, who comes out on top? Like,
I mean, financially.
I don't mean financially. I mean truthfully. Who's the person
ethically?
not lying?
Now
Yeah.
that's a different story.
Yes,
you know?
that's what I mean.
Like at the end of
ethically.
the day, Platinum Games is winning fucking life, but.
Yeah.
Helena Taylor might totally be fucking,
She could be lying.
She could be lying. She could be telling the truth. She could
Yeah.
be totally fucking getting
lot
her
of
balls busted
lot
right
of gray
now,
area here.
We don't really know. That's the crazy thing.
The
you
world may never know.
know? But damn it, we'd like to.
Yeah, right? Who's the bad guy here?
That's just not how the world works, though.
Or girl, bad girl.
Wait.
Bad,
I'm the
ladies can be bad
bad
guys. Too.
Yeah, she's a bad guy. She could be a bad guy. But yeah. So apparently the Duffer Brothers are making a Death Note series for Netflix. So they're the ones who made Stranger Things. Yeah, and so they're working on
live action.
Yeah, like a Death Note live action series, which would be really cool. And apparently they just found their
Would it
writer.
Would it though?
I think it would. I think
Well,
it's got
I trust them
potential.
enough. Yeah.
But-
The movie sucked, but that's because they fucking butchered the plot.
Well, not even. I mean, yeah, the movie was bad too, but I wasn't even referring back to that. I was referring back to Cowboy Bebop being a fucking flop.
Yeah, but they assign like the dumbest fucking cast possible. I'm
know.
sorry, I don't care what
That's
anybody
what I'm saying.
says.
I don't have.
My
I don't
only
have
real problem
high
with
hopes.
the Cowboy Bebop show was fucking the main character playing Spike. He just
Yeah.
wasn't a
Yeah.
good enough Spike. Other than that, I really didn't hate the show so much. Like,
I thought the show was kind of like iffy. It was like whatever. I watched the first
I
episode
think it
and
could
I
have
was
been
done.
significantly better
Yeah.
if the fucking Spike was different.
Yeah,
You know
or
what I
yeah.
mean?
So according to Deadline, the upcoming Death Note adaptation has tapped Halia Abdel Magwid to write the show's script. Abdel Magwid is a longtime fan of the Death Note anime, as well as being a Japanese speaker, having spent time living in Tokyo. Death Note tells the story. Okay, we know the story, but anyway, so that's cool. They got a writer, so hopefully it'll turn out good. Devin.
So don't really need to get into this one too much, but Steam breaks its own concurrent record as 30 million users were online at one time this weekend.
Damn, what they doing?
30 million.
Yeah, what did they do?
What are they? Okay, fine. I won't get into it.
No, just like what was the main game being
That's
played?
why. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Did something get
I
dropped
just had
or
the
what?
title on because I put my gauntlet back on.
Gotta
They're all playing Gotham Knights.
Oh,
No, I'm just
gosh,
kidding.
I hope not.
So, our boy Adam Bankhurst. Steam has once again broken its own concurrent record as this weekend saw 30 million. As revealed by SteamDB, 30,032,005 players were online on Sunday, the 23rd, and the top 5 games being played consisted of CSGO, Dota 2, Lost Ark, Apex Legends, and PUBG.
Weird.
That is very strange.
I would not have
Would
guessed.
never have guessed.
Yeah.
That's a really, that list is just seriously not what I would have.
No.
Maybe it was just a boring weekend.
Apex, sure. Apex has been staying up
You
there.
know, fucking IGN gave Gotham Knights a fucking 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, wow, dude. You know.
Apparently, it's really monotonous and boring.
Yeah.
Like
Apparently, it's also really poorly optimized as
Yeah.
well. Like,
Yeah, there's like some high specs for it apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Apparently, like just.
Oh,
in
we talked about that
general-
last week, didn't we?
Yeah, the dude
Yeah,
reviewing
yeah.
it had it on like a 3070, and like he was trying to do like 4K, and it was like 27 frames per second or some shit. Like
goodness,
fucking.
dude.
Nope.
This game was just literally. It was like they were just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just like not do this game.
Well, it's a good thing fucking Suicide Squad delayed because, like, when is it out now? Gotham Knights.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, because Suicide Squad was supposed to come out around the same time too.
Yeah,
Like,
but I think
they might
Suicide
have-
Squad is going to be amazing.
No, and I think that too. But if Suicide Squad would have come out, they wouldn't have sold a single copy of Gotham Knights. So
Right.
they probably
That's
sold a
probably what
little
they
bit.
did, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they even did this game.
Oh,
It is what it is, I guess.
but yeah,
Brent, what you got?
Man, I really wanted it to be good too. All right. You'll soon be able to start the process of losing your friends as Mario Party and Mario Party 2 are coming to Nintendo Switch Online
you guys
November
got
2nd.
friends? Like, you gotta have friends to lose friends.
Dude, can we play this online? Hold up.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking you guys up online. It's going down.
Hell yeah. So the UK government's investigation of wait, is this something different? No. Okay. So the UK government's investigation of Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition has revealed the company is currently developing its own Xbox mobile storefront to rival Apple and Google. So as reported by The Verge, Microsoft presented documents to the UK's Competition and Markets Authority that claim its purchasing of Call of Duty publisher Activision Blizzard is in part to expand its mobile game presence. Quote, the transaction will improve Microsoft's ability to create a next-gen game store which operates across a range of devices, including mobile, as a result of the addition of Activision Blizzard's content, the filing reads. So building on Activision Blizzard's existing communities of gamers, Xbox will seek to scale the Xbox store to mobile, attracting gamers to a new Xbox mobile platform. So I wonder what that mobile platform is, or if they're just talking about Game Pass. But like,
They're probably talking about like Game Pass on iPhone. you
yeah,
know?
that's what I was thinking. So I don't know what this whole new like to rival Apple and all that shit is, but
Well, Apple's got their own little fucking stupid
Apple
thing that they're-
Arcade.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
Like
like
Google
just
has
bullshit.
a little gaming app thing too.
Yeah,
So I don't-
interesting. But yeah, anything else?
well,
Devin?
as is the Bethesda tradition, Fallout 4 is getting an Xbox Series X and S and PS5 upgrade next year.
Yeah, but it's free though on this one, which
Is it free?
not Bethesda tradition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so better than a re-release.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, it's
I hope
good.
it rolls over to console as well, or PC as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking PC can probably already do all the things.
Yeah,
Oh, you think? Oh yeah, I guess if you were to just crank it up,
you
yeah.
know.
That's a good point.
for sure.
Okay, let's see what we got here. After some speculation that the Callisto Protocol had been delayed, the official Twitter account reassured fans that it's still coming out this year and has a 60 FPS performance mode.
Nice.
Yesterday, October 18th. I'm sorry, that's just one of those things you got to start telling me now, because fucking I'm not fucking around with any of this fucking 30
30 frames.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll still rather play fucking the buggiest, brokenest version of Plague Tale Innocence than the 30 frames per second console version.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so that's coming out February 12th, 2023, if you want to know what to get me for my birthday.
Oh, so. All right.
Never mind. I was gonna say next time
No, it
because
comes out in December. I thought the 23rd, right?
What, a Callisto Protocol?
Yeah.
February 12th.
What? I thought it was December.
Or wait, oh no, I'm sorry. They're shipping early. That was the original date. Now it's coming December 2nd.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
tripping. I'm sorry.
I was like, hold up. I was
That's
like,
very exciting.
yeah, it's coming very soon. Yeah, so.
You know what to give me for Christmas.
Netflix is continuing its expansion into gaming by opening a new development studio in Southern California. According to TechCrunch, Netflix's VP of Gaming, Mike Verdu, said this new studio will include former Blizzard vice president and Overwatch boss Chaco Sonny at the helm. Quote, he could have done anything, but he chose to come here.
Is that the real quote?
I don't think he said it in that tone, but I did.
The tone definitely makes the context of that.
So he
Could have
said,
did literally anything else.
I don't know what the fuck this guy was thinking.
he's like, you don't get people like that coming to your organization to build the next big thing in gaming unless there's a sense that we're really in it for the long haul and in it for the right reasons. See, I just kind of, I should have stopped at the, he could have done anything, but he chose to come here. So, but anyway, so yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's good.
I'm actually out. There wasn't, I mean, aside from the Silent
Yeah,
Hill,
it was a pretty chill week.
yeah, thank God, because my back's hurting. My back was already sore from carrying this shit around at Renfest, and like
And
this
now-
the chainmail is so heavy.
Imagine having to battle in it, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
well, if I figured if I had to battle in it, I'd wear it, on a daily basis and be a lot stronger
Yeah, get-
for it, and,
yeah.
and or die.
Or
Or get scoliosis. No,
Yeah,
Um,
compressed discs.
Okay. It sounds as if the as of yet unannounced Crew 3 could be called Motorfest based on a recent report.
Has anyone at this table even played a Crew?
Yeah, actually. Have y'all played the Crew?
No.
Dude, it's pretty good. It's like
I saw. Didn't it? They
it's
did
no
like.
Forza Horizon 5,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's impressive what they did, especially on older hardware. Like you can literally just drive from coast to coast. Like you can start in like California and then drive through like a mini version of the entire continental United States. Like fucking
Yeah, and I saw that a while back. I was like, that's a pretty ambitious.
It's pretty cool,
goal,
and
yeah.
it comes across well. Like you can use all kinds of different vehicles. Like you can like use like boats and fucking cars and
Yeah,
you
and
know,
planes, right?
Planes, yeah.
Yeah, planes, boats, and cars.
I think
and
that's
dirt
Crew
bike.
2, yeah. But
Yeah, Crew 2. yeah.
So just Diddy Kong racing, but like,
but real, yeah.
but real.
No,
Nice.
Well,
it's
hopefully
a lot of
Horizon
fun.
6 is like hold my beer.
Right? I think
Did the
Crew
whole
2 will
US.
at least be like the next fun arcadey racing game that rivals Horizon series. You know what I mean?
Will there be Houston? Can we go to Houston in this game?
I know in the old one you could drive through like a fucking Texas type area. You know what I mean?
It's all
But it was-
tumbleweeds and
I
desert.
just have no idea what Texas
Dude,
actually.
well, no. Okay, so that speaking on that, I used to live up north in Ohio and Pennsylvania. People's view of Texas that don't, like, I mean, now it's a little different because social media, but like before social media was real big, people were like, oh, so you ride horses and stuff to school and
Oh,
and
yeah,
There are
they're-
some places like Richards, Texas, is still like
well,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, but like
I personally knew a human being who rode his horse to school.
being in Madisonville,
awesome.
I too can shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd be worried about
maybe
my
they
horse all
weren't
day.
too off
Principal.
on that.
The principal at Richards got fired for taking a shotgun in and shooting a raccoon that got into the gym. Like, just shot a fucking raccoon in the school. This was like,
Well, it
bro,
sounds like he saved
we're
them
having
some money
school
on pest
shootings.
control.
Like, you know, and he was just like, nope. You
Hell
know,
no.
He's like, oh, we got a raccoon in there? Y'all boys get out the gym. I'm going to take care of this myself. It's like, all right. Okay, and that's the principle. So, yeah. I mean, they're not too far off on what Texas is
No.
like in some places.
I met a
Yeah.
British guy one time that thought we all rode horses everywhere.
Yeah,
Just
they-
in America.
well, a lot of
not-
people like so like when I first moved down to Texas, my friends up in Ohio, they're like, so like, is it like the Wild West, like the Old West? I'm like, no, it's fucking developed. Like
Yeah.
these are regular towns and cities. Like they're
A lot of games are developed in Texas. Like
Dallas.
in Austin and Dallas.
yeah,
and
Dallas
all
it
this
used
shit
to be a big hub. It's not as much anymore.
and Houston.
We can't get any game development done between all the shootouts.
Yeah. Revolvers just like fucking on every hip. But
You wrote that line of code wrong, boy.
so last thing I got is so The Sims 5 got teased. I don't know if we talked about that last week. But the working title for now is Project Renee or Rennie. I don't know what that
Like
is.
we don't know
R-E-N-E?
it's going to be called The Sims 5. Like,
Project Reen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Green.
Well, it's supposed to be like a platform. Like it's kind of like
Platformer? A Sims platformer?
no, it's like a game as a service thing. You know, just kind of like how they're
Oh,
doing
okay.
with this one. But
I'm about to
it's,
say, wasn't 4 like that? Because they released a DLC that costs like $30
Yeah.
every.
but there's no
couple weeks.
multiplayer in Sims 4, and this one they're bringing it back. So that might actually
Wow.
bring everything back
full
around.
circle.
Yeah.
I can see it now. All the NFTs.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that and also it's like it sucks if you bought like all 9 billion expansions
For 4.
for Sims 4 because they're starting over to make you buy a bunch of expansions again. So, yeah. But anyways,
That'd be cool though if like somehow they could tell if you had all the expansions for 4 on your hard drive and they gave you some kind of reward like, hey, you spent $5 million on
Yeah.
Sims 4.
you
You're the
single-handedly
reason
kept us
5.
afloat.
Yeah, you're the reason 5 got developed. Thanks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, give these motherfuckers a gold toilet in the game or
Something.
something. You know,
'Cause
like
I guarantee. Look, I'm calling it right now. If they go multiplayer and they do like any kind of like a massive multiplayer scale or anything to where people can visit people's houses and shit, it's gonna be like you need to buy items to like flex and stuff. It's gonna get very microtransaction, not just like DLC, but just items and shit. You have to buy it all. And
nope. That's why
I'm calling it like
That's
Hell
why I'm playing
no.
Sims busting out. You know what I mean? I don't need all that extra shit. You know.
Yep. So, any other news from you guys?
no.
That's it.
All right, that's
so dry
it.
ass. I forgot. It's been busy. I didn't get any.
No, I got it. I got it.
It's supposed to be me this week. I
No,
thought.
no, because I remember me and Brent both got some last
Yeah,
week,
we
and I was
doubled
like,
up
Brent,
on
you just
accident.
go, and then I'll save mine for
Okay.
next week.
I will for sure have it not next week because we're not doing an episode next week, but week after.
So, let's jump to this week's hot releases. There's some, I guess, hot releases. Okay. First off, I don't know why I said it like that. We got Modern Warfare 2 dropping October 27th.
Nah.
Yeah, so
Trash.
Huh?
Yeah. No. It's just, like so Warzone 2 is dropping on
No.
the 27th.
Oh
right?
wow.
No. So 28th, Modern Warfare 2 is coming out. Just Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, just the campaign.
and multiplayer. The
And
campaign's
multiplayer.
already live if you pre-ordered it. But no, it's the campaign and the multiplayer. November 16th is when Warzone 2 is coming out.
Really?
Okay.
I thought Warzone 2 was dropping with the multiplayer.
No, sir.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Well, there you have it. You're getting your multiplayer.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then Bayonetta 3 is coming out this week as well. That will be coming out on the 27th. And then we got Resident Evil Village coming to Switch actually this week. Which I think it's like the stream. Yeah, it's like the...
They'll probably drop all those updates for it and
Yep.
pretty soon, too.
Mm-hmm. And that also, yeah, Resident Evil Village Shadows of Rose is dropping this week.
Yeah, I'll probably buy that.
Which is
I'm not going to lie.
coming on the 28th. Yep. So there you go. That's this week's hot releases. And now we're jumping over to the video game trivia. Guys, get ready because I'm about to ask you some questions here. Due to memory limitations, what world event was accidentally predicted in the game Deus Ex a full year before the event took place?
Due to what? Read the.
Due to memory limitations, what
Was
world
it the Twin
event?
Towers?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. The Twin Towers were predicted because they basically, so a year before the Twin Towers happened in the original Deus Ex, like the old school Deus Ex on PC, they took the Twin Towers out of the game and
because
said,
rendering memory and stuff.
yeah, and they said it was due to a terrorist attack. That's why they were not in the game.
That's some-
Well, you know,
that's
that's
some
not that
crazy
outlandish
foreshadowing.
because there was a terrorist attack on the Twin Towers that predates the infamous 2001.
9/11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was somebody put a bomb off in one of the basements, but it didn't like bring the tower down at one point. Like,
Correct. Yeah.
so I mean, you know, the concept of a terrorist attack on the Twin Towers wasn't like, you know,
Out
Out
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
number 2. When Pokemon Go was released on July 6, 2016, Nick Johnson was absolutely hyped and proceeded to catch 135 Pokemon in the first week and a half. On July 21st, he became... wait, I think I might have fucked up our thing here. I was going to say... Wait, hold on. On July 1st, he became the U.S.'s first Pokemon Master, having caught all Pokemon available in the U.S. Marriott Rewards and Expedia reached out to Johnson and offered... maybe I fucked all this up. I meant to have this as a question. Damn it. I just gave y'all the whole thing. I was going to say, what was like, who...
Rewarded the first Pokemon Master. Or something
Yeah,
like that?
I don't remember what my question was going to be. But
Well,
now I'm
we
curious.
probably
Like,
went- yeah.
so he got to go and catch all the other Pokemon. And
yeah,
because of Expedia?
so what was the that was what it was going to be, is what was his reward, and it was that I don't even know what the question here was. I just thought this was good.
Well, just read the whole fact now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
I'm
interesting,
into-
yeah.
So on July 21st, he became the U.S.'s first Pokemon Master, having
God, what
caught.
a badass, dude.
Yep, having caught
aspire.
all Pokemon available in the U.S. Marriott Rewards and Expedia reached out to Johnson and offered free round-the-world tickets to catch the remaining 9 Pokemon, which he finally achieved
That's
on August
fucking
6th,
badass, dude.
2016. Yeah.
God damn.
So-
I want
What?
to live that guy's life, dude.
Yeah, so there's only like one guy who's caught all of them worldwide. Like, he's gotten to go to Japan and all this stuff, or as far as I know. I'm sure more
at
have.
the
that,
first
at that
one,
time
at
when
least.
those Pokemon were released, because they've added a bunch of
Yeah.
generations since.
Yeah, very exciting.
That-
Very exciting.
Well, shit, if I'd have known that was going to happen, I'd have gone out there more and played. I played it a bunch when it first came out.
I don't think you could have, because there was like not just like there's like regional shit. Like
No,
you
yeah, I
had to-
know.
Yeah, he
You'd have
must
to travel the
the
country.
US, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
But
just traveled a lot for work, maybe.
Yeah.
Or just had that kind of money.
that's it for this week's episode. Happy Halloween, everybody. Remember, you've been listening to the GameSpeak podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak podcast community at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast.com. Or wait, did I put that? That's not how it works. Not .com, right?
No.
No, that's right. Yeah, dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast.com. That's the Discord group. So check out. I just didn't think the .com was necessary.
Yeah.
But check out our other video content on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JoffreyJamel, Brent at Brent Has One, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.
Later.